Nike sourcing and strategy in athletic footwear. A little intro about Nike. Nike started as a small company called Blue Ribbon Sports. It grew into a global leader in athletic footwear, my bad. Their success came from innovation, smart business decisions, and strong branding. How Nike became successful, they outsourced production to Asia to reduce cost. So basically, they started doing building factories because it was cheaper than making in Asia, China, or some other manufacturer outside of the U.S. And that helped them save them costs. Focus more on design and innovation. They also build a strong connection with their customers. Also, a big one would be partnership with athletes like Michael Jordan. And it's very known starting from the Jordan 1 all the way to probably like the Jordan 23, I think. They constantly also release new products to stay more relevant. So the more variety of products they have, they also engage more and people wanted it too. Some challenges Nike faced was the criticism over factory working conditions, low wages, long hours, and poor treatment of the workers. There also been a negative impact on Nike's public image due to all the stuff that I just mentioned, and also some challenges Nike would face since it started would be the increasing of competition in the market, such as brands as Adidas, Under Armour, New Balance, and some other athletic wear. As mentioned, not Adidas, Nike competition is Adidas and Under Armour. Under Armour will be a very fierce competitor just because they use advanced technology like 3D body scans and automated shoe production. A problem key Nike will face will be the labor issue. Outsourcing limited Nike controls over factories and facilities. So Nike had a problem early on when it came to production, just because the workers were either paid enough, they didn't had access to toilets, um, and poor working conditions, and this ultimately damaged Nike reputation. Another problem would actually be, as mentioned, competition and growth. Adidas been a main competitor for Nike throughout its whole journey. It's mostly known for like basketball shoes, clothing, but mostly Nike was, better competitor, better brand, I'll say. But with another competitor will be Under Armour, and I just mentioned Under Armour came with more tech, another way to build up, make shoes, create shoes, I'll say. So, and this technically will create pressure to Nike to create other ways to either manufacture shoes or get into another way to approach some other groups. So, solution to the first problem, which was the factories, will be a crease on oversight factories, improve transparency in supply chain, and also enforce factory inspections, code of conduct. That's most important for every single company, especially here in the United States. But with other companies outside of the United States, you don't have the same oversight or code of conduct to say, because they have a different culture over there. So basically, the main goal will be to rebuild and rebuild trust with the customers. A possible downside would be also, by doing this, be the high costs and the harder manage to a strict system. Is because, as mentioned, the culture and other people, they're not used to um, those type of codes we handle in the United States. The solution to the problem too would be the competition, which was the competition, will be continue focusing on innovation, invest in new technology and automation, expand into new markets and products. So basically, shifting a little bit away from what Adidas and Under Armour doing and find new ways to get into new market. Now, there's also risk for this because there's no guarantee to success for this. But me personally, I think it's necessary just to stay competitive with the other ones. In conclusion, Nike's success came from a smart strategy and strong branding. However, it faced ethical challenges and strong competition. By improving working conditions and continuing innovating, Nike can maintain its leadership on both of these brands and any other brand.